Hello and welcome to another presentation of York Dukes Varsity Baseball here in Elmhurst, Illinois. I'm Connor Choi with you, and the York Dukes are taking on the Glenbard West Hilltoppers in the second game of this conference series. The Dukes coming off a 9-7 win yesterday in Glen Ellen, where they defeated the Hilltoppers. Starting lineups. Starting off with Glenbard West, we have Joey Campanella batting first, playing center field. Braden Grosek playing second base. He's batting second. Christian Shinohara is playing right field and batting third. Max Hetlett, the cleanup hitter, he'll be catching. Nico Ruodi is at shortstop batting fifth. Matthew Legalbo is the designated hitter. Jack Seagraves in left field batting seventh. Ryan Klahesi is the third baseman. He's batting eighth. And Joey Lewinson, the first baseman, batting ninth. On the mound for the Hilltoppers is number 10, Henry Johnson. Big left-handed pitcher with a mid-80s fastball changeup slider mix. With that mid-3/4 arm slide. As for the Dukes, their starting lineup, they're Noah Hughes, the starting pitcher. He is batting leadoff. Drew Gami batting second in right field. Owen Shale, the catcher, he's batting third. Marco Giorno batting cleanup in left field. Ryan Lazowski playing first base, he's batting fifth. Paul Reedy coming off a 3-for-3 performance just 2 days ago where he drove in 5 in a 10-6 victory over Lane Tech. He's batting sixth, playing third base. Luke Pazinski gets the start at second base today. He's batting seventh. Josh Fleming, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Austin Jeva rounding things out at the bottom. He's playing center field. And like I mentioned earlier, Noah Hughes on the mound for the Dukes. Left-handed pitcher with that low to mid-80s fastball. He mixes in a slider, changeup, curveball. His biggest weapon is mixing his pitches, and that's what he's going to have to do against this Glenbard West lineup. This team much better than in years past, and their offense has been a lot more effective as they were able to come back from a big deficit yesterday and took the lead, but the Dukes were able to come back and take the victory. Ryan Sloan was on the mound for the Dukes. He pitched 4 innings, and now they look to Noah Hughes to steal the second game of this conference series. First pitch just a couple of moments away here. You are watching York Sports Network.
Playing center field, number 3.
Welcome you back.
Joey
First
Campanella.
pitch. Just about to start. Joey Campanella leading things off. Last time Hughes pitched was when the Dukes faced off against Oswego East and won 11-0. Hughes pitched an inning, struck out a pair of batters. His last start was against Lyons Township, where he pitched 4 1/3 innings as he gets a first pitch swing and a miss from Campanella, and now he jumps ahead in the count 0-1. Hughes only allowed 1 hit his last start. Did walk 3 batters, however. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So 0-2 now the count. Campanella ready. Hughes comes set. This one's going to be, they're going to say it hit him. I mean, you could audibly hear it hit the knob of the bat.
Now batting, number 12, second baseman, Braden Groschek.
We'll see what the ruling is here, but I think the home plate umpire is going to say it clipped his hand instead of the knob of the bat. So Campanella now on first base. So the Hilltoppers get the leadoff man on in a painful way. And now Braden Grosick tries to advance the runner. Hughes throws over twice. And Campanella gets back with plenty of time. Hughes comes set. The first pitch to Grosick is a bunt. This one is going to be pushed foul. This one had a lot of airtime, but Reedy couldn't come in time, so he just let it bounce foul. So the count is 0-1. Hughes comes set, throws back over, not in time. Campanella diving back to first safely. Hughes comes set. This one grounded up the middle, and it'll go through for a base hit. Pazinski couldn't get there. And there's a base hit from Grosick, and now the Hilltoppers have men on first and second with nobody out.
Number 4 and playing right field, Christian Shinohara.
Just a nice piece of hitting from Grosick. He took what Hughes gave him and just hit it on the ground up the middle, and it was out of reach for Pazinski. He's aboard with a base hit. Now Christian Shinohara, the man in scoring position, looks to do some damage here early in the first. Hughes just misses with the slider, so the count is 1-0. First ball thrown by Hughes this game. This one's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. So now the count 2-0. Hughes has not been behind a hitter either. It's ahead of 0-2 when he hit the batter, and another ahead of 0-2 when Grosick singled up the middle. And this one's popped up. Right field. Gami under it. Makes the grab. Tagging going to third is Campanella. He'll get there standing. Grosick heads back to first.
And doing the catching tonight, number 5, Max Hetlet.
Max Hetlet, the new pitcher, or the new batter, I should say. The catcher hitting in the cleanup spot. So Hughes picks up out number 1. Runners on the corners. This one swung on and missed. This one gets away from Chael, so this will score a run. Grosick takes a big turn around second. Now he'll head back as Chael finds the ball. So now there's a man on second, and Glenbard West striking first. Takes a 1-0 lead. Hughes fires in a strike. So 0-2 now the count. Hughes will step off. Gets the sign, comes set. Deal swung on and missed, strike 3. Chael fires to Lazowski, and that will be out number 2.
Playing shortstop.
So 2 away.
5th tonight for the Hilltoppers. Number 2, Nico Ruati.
Now Nico Ruati will step in to hit for his first plate appearance. Grosick still on second, so Ruati with a chance to drive in another run. Hughes starts him off with a strike. Nice fastball that clips the outside part of the plate. Hughes comes set. Deals a good changeup, strike 2. So now Ruati down 0-2. Hughes looks to leave the man on second. Comes set. This one bounces in front of Chael. There will be a throw that nearly over the head of Reedy, but he jumps and makes the catch. So now 1-2 the count. And that moves Grosick 90 feet away from home. Hughes coming set, deal, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Hughes escapes, but not after Glenbard West strikes first. They score 1 run on 1 hit, stranding a man on third. Dukes 2 up are Hughes, Gami, and Chale. We'll be back for the bottom of the first here on York Sports Network. Back here at the bottom of the first, Glenbard West with a 1-0 lead over the Dukes. Henry Johnson on the mound. Johnson, like mentioned earlier, the big lanky lefty. Similar stuff to Hughes, who will lead it off for the Dukes. First pitch from Johnson is up and away for ball 1. Johnson comes set as Hughes skies this one right field, ranging over and making the catch out in right is Christian Sinahara.
Batting second tonight.
So that'll retire the first batter.
Drew Gami.
Now Drew Gami, the new hitter for the Dukes, with 1 away. Johnson comes set. First pitch up and away, ball 1. Johnson comes set, deals, swung on and missed by Gami. Johnson gets him to chase just a tad bit outside, so the count evens out 1-1. Pitch on its way, up and away once again, so now 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Straight fastball so far from Johnson in the early goings of this one. 2-1 once again. It's Gami to chase outside of the zone, that time with a changeup. So the count evens out 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on its way, fouled back by Gami, staying alive. Johnson picks up the sign, gets set, deals, swung on and missed. Gami down on strikes. And now there's 2 away with Owen Chale coming up for the Dukes.
Number 3, Owen Chale.
Chale back in the lineup after out for the last couple games due to a back tightness. So 0-1 the count as Johnson fires in a first pitch strike. 0-1 on its way. He misses out. 1-1 now the count. That's one of the keys to retiring Chael if you're Johnson. Get ahead in the count early, because if he gets ahead, he will take a big swing, and the ball could very well go a long way, as Johnson's going to miss. So 2-1 now the count. Changeup looked really good, just a bit inside. Good job by Chael laying off that one. Johnson will miss outside with the fastball, so now 3 balls and 1 strike. So 2 back-to-back really good pitches from Johnson, but Chael just with a great eye. He's doesn't chase. So now the 3-1 on its way. Chael skies this one right side. Coming in is Shinohara, and he will make the catch. So 1-2-3 first inning for Henry Johnson, and 1-0 still your score as we head to the top of the second. Legalbo, Seagrades, and Clohesi
right now the sun is shining, but in the
due
event
up.
of thunder or lightning, we will follow ice.
Top of the second inning. 1-0 lead for the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. Matthew Legalbo to lead things off. He's the designated hitter in place for Henry Johnson. Noah Hughes fires ball number 1, skipped it in. So 1-0 the count to Legalbo. Hughes comes set, deal, swung on and missed. Got him to go fishing. So now 1-1 is the count. Hughes comes set, deals. This one's chopped and it will roll foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Legalbo. Hughes comes set. Really good looking breaking ball. Called for a ball. So now the count evens out 2-2. Hughes comes set. Deals in the dirt, ball 3. So the count now full. Hughes comes set. The 3-2 on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Legalbo down on strikes. Hughes picks up strikeout number 3. And the first man is retired for the Hilltoppers. Really big out there. Hughes was down 0-2 to the first guy in the first inning and ended up being awarded a hit by pitch. So Hughes comes set and fires in a pitch that will be fouled away by Jack Seagraves. Seagraves in left field for the Hilltoppers. Hughes comes set the 0-1. Turns into an 0-2 on a beautiful changeup. Painted on that outside part of the plate. So Hughes comes set the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Good slider. Chael Fires. Lazowski goes into foul territory but makes the play. So back-to-back
Batting
strikeouts for Hughes. That
Playing
time
third
it was in
base,
3 pitches.
number 9,
And now there's 2
Brian
away.
Chloe.
Ryan Chloe is the new batter. Hughes comes set. This quickly turns into a 2-0 count. Hughes comes set, gets a strike. So the count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Klahesi. Hughes comes set, deals, gets a generous strike call there. Someone's been pretty tight all day, but there Hughes gets one that is pretty outside. So the 2-2 on its way. Tried going back to the same spot, couldn't get the same call. So now the count is full. Full count, 2 outs. Hughes comes set, deals. This one's fouled away by Klahesi. So now the count will remain full. This would be big to retire these Glenbard West hitters in order. The 3-2. Called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Hughes strikes out the side. And a scoreless frame put up in the second inning. Incredible pitching from Noah Hughes. Able to put a 0 up in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. Giorno, Lazowski, Reedy, 2 up for the Dukes. 1-0, Glenbard West still with the lead. We're back here, bottom of the second inning, 1-0 lead for Glenbard West. Marco Giorno, the left fielder, to lead things off. And, you know,
Giorno.
before the game started, I was able to see Henry Johnson warming up with some weighted plyo balls. Giorno takes ball 1 upstairs, and, you know, it's just interesting to see all the different pitchers, the effective ones, that how they warm up. It's just really different across the board. As Giorno's going to rip this one into right field for a base hit. And Giorno starts it off with a hard single to right. And the Dukes have the leadoff man on.
Playing first base.
That will bring up
spot, number 9,
Ryan Lazowski.
Ryan Lazowski.
Yeah, and, you know, Johnson warmed up with plyo balls. I've seen Ryan Sloan do the same, but he does a lot of work with bands, and I have buddies that go to different schools that use it, but there's those same pieces of equipment. But you also have pitchers that just don't use it at all. Lazowski skies this first one. This one ranging over, and the catch will not be made. So foul ball called. Got to be careful of that fence where the line is drawn. So 0-1 the count to Lazowski. And it's just interesting to see how all these pitchers prep for each of their starts. Some swear by the use of weighted balls and the bands, and other pitchers just like to throw a baseball, play some long toss. And as Johnson fires, misses up and away. So 1-1 the count. So it's just interesting. You just kind of pick up on some of the little things these pitchers do. So 2-1 now the count as Johnson once again misses outside. Me personally, when I played, I loved to use the plyo balls. I thought it made the actual baseball feel lighter, and I felt like my body moved faster. But I know some people that say it messes up their timing. It's just so many. You got to find what works for you. Lazowski fouling off the last pitch, so 2-2 the count. Johnson comes set. Misses up and away by quite a bit. So now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Giorno goes. Ball 4 to Lazowski, so it won't matter. And now there's a runner in scoring position. First and second. And that will bring up Paul Reedy with nobody out. Reedy with a chance to do some damage, and he's really been swinging a hot stick. 3 for 3 against Lane Tech. Drove in 5 in a 10-6 victory. Reedy going to show bunt on the first pitch, however, and he did go, couldn't pull it back in time. Went around, and that will be strike 1. Coach Kalal giving signs over at third base. Johnson comes set. Deals upstairs, so 1-1 now the count. Johnson comes set. That's generous strike call on the outside part of the plate. So now 1-2 the count to Reedy. Johnson still searching for that first out. Picking up a strikeout would be huge. Still 4 outs, so a chance to turn a double play. This one's going to miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. Reedy choked up on the bat just a bit. Johnson comes set. Swung on and missed by Reedy, and he's down on strikes, and that's a big first out for Johnson.
At second base, number 23, Luke Kaczynski.
Picks up the first out of this second inning, and that will bring up Luke Pazinski. Pazinski takes ball 1. Last one, fastball from Johnson. Well, it did miss. Looked a little bit harder. Had some nice tail to that left-handed batter's box. 1-0 on its way. Big swing and a miss from Pazinski. Out in front of a slow changeup. Pazinski takes strike 2. Once again, that one seemed to be a little high that time. Also on the outside part of the strike zone. So Johnson showing great command of that now in this inning as he comes set and is able to get Pazinski to go chasing even further outside. So now Pazinski's down on strikes. Johnson allowed the first 2 batters to reach base, and now has struck out the last 2 batters, and Josh Fleming with 2 outs looks to play Reedy at least at second base to get this game all tied up. Johnson comes set. First pitch going to be outside. Johnson comes set, deals. Fleming hits this one sky high to right center field, ranging over and making the catch is the center fielder, Campanella, and that will do it for the Dukes. They strand two, and nice job by Henry Johnson, able to retire the last three batters after allowing the first two on. We head to the top of the third inning. Lewinson, Campanella, Grosick due up for the Hilltoppers. You are watching York Sports Network.
Tonight for the Hilltoppers, number 11.
We head to the bottom of the
Joey
third inning.
Lewison.
Noah Hughes back out on the mound for the Dukes for inning number 3. Joey Lewinson, the first baseman for the Hilltoppers, getting his first at-bat today. Hughes comes set, deals strike one to Lewinson. Hughes looking to keep this under control. Only allowed one run. Lewinson skies this one. Lazowski ranging over, and he's going to run out of room as that's going to go foul. So 0-2 the count to Lewinson. Dukes used quite a few arms in yesterday's affair against Glenbard West. They used Sloan, Perry, Lonergan, and Bodak. So quite a depleted bullpen. So they're likely looking to Hughes to go as long as possible. Hughes also knows he will have to keep this as close as possible as well. So he's going to miss outside. So the count evens out 2-2. Especially with the way Johnson's been pitching. He was able to get out of a jam. Duke stranded two as he retired. Let the first two guys on and retired the next three. Hughes misses down low. So he started ahead in the at-bat 0-2. Now the count is full. Hughes comes set. Called strike three. Lewinson thought it was ball four. Hughes picking up strikeout number 6.
Joey Campanella.
And Joey Campanella, the leadoff man, back in for his second plate appearance. Campanella hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Hughes comes set. Campanella slaps this one into right field for a base hit. Now there's a man on first with one away.
Up to bat number 12, Braden Grosek.
Braden Grosek singled his first time in a ground ball up the middle. More towards that second base side. Hughes. 'Hughes. 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 Hughes comes set, deals, gonna miss down low, so 2-0 now the count. Campanella goes. Hughes drops in a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. And Campanella picks up a stolen base. Jail's throw was on line, but just a bit too late. Hughes does get a strike. So 2-1 now the count. Comes set. This one's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly by Reedy. Looks to first. Nice stretch by Lazowski. And Campanella will not attempt to go to third. So he remains on second.
Up next for the Hilltoppers, number 4, Christian Shinohara.
So now there's 2 away, and Shinohara looks to extend this Glenbard West lead. They only lead by 1, but there's 2 outs, but they do have a man in scoring position. Hughes floats in a beautiful slider, 0-1 the count. Hughes comes set, drops in a curveball that's just barely fouled by Shinohara. I just got a piece of it, so now 0-2 is the count. Hughes got Shinohara to fly out to right on a 2-0 pitch. Just a weak fly ball to Drew Gami. The 0-2 on its way. Swung on and missed by Shinohara. Choi gets up, fires to first with plenty of time, and that'll do it. Glenbard West stranding a man on second on 1 hit. Noah Hughes picks up strikeout number 7 as he just worked through 3 innings of 1-run ball. We head to the bottom of the third where the Dukes look to tie this one up. 1-0 Glenbard West lead.
Playing center field, number 4, Austin Jeva.
1-0 score here in the bottom of the third inning where Austin Jeva will lead things off. Henry Johnson back on the mound for the Hilltoppers. He's allowed 1 hit and 1 walk. As Jeva shows bunt on the first pitch, pulls back. So 1-0 the count. Johnson comes set, deals. Jeva gonna foul tip that one. So 1-1 now the count. Johnson comes set, deals. Jeva hits this one well into the left center field, and this one will fall for extra bases. Jeva around first. He's heading to second, and he'll get there safely. And Austin Jeva starting things off with a leadoff double, and the Dukes have the tying run in scoring position with the top of the lineup coming back up.
Hughes.
Noah Hughes, the batter. 0 for 1. Flew out to right field his last time up. Real nice piece of hitting from Jeva. Johnson elevated a fastball kind of in that middle to slightly inside part of the plate, and Jeva was able to turn on it and send it to in that left field and center field gap. Just took complete advantage. Hughes going to show bunt, and this one will go back foul. So both bunt attempts from the Dukes have been unsuccessful. Saw Reedy try one last inning. Hughes there. Jeva showed bunt in his last at-bat, but pulled back for ball one. He's glad he didn't go around. Johnson comes set. Hughes fouls that one back. You wanted that pitch. One was left just under the belt. Now 0-2 the count to Hughes. Hughes, the team leader in batting average, but he's not had a great last couple of games. But he's going to get a hold of that one there. This one will drop foul, however. Count remains 0-2. Hughes, contact first hitter. And it's good that he's thinking about going opposite field because that should advance Jeva if he can get it in the air and get it to go deep enough. Johnson checks on Jeva at second. Comes set. The 0-2 to Hughes outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. Duke's starting to have something rolling. Second inning, we've gotten a man on, the leadoff man on. This offense definitely trending in the right direction. Jeva just takes off. Johnson didn't even realize he was looking for a sign for a while, and Jeva took full advantage of it, and now he's on third base. So great heads-up play from Austin Jeva. So he steals third. Now Hughes, the 1-2 on its way. Skies this one. This could be taggable for Jeva. Catch made out in center. Jeva will go. The throw home is not in time, just off target. And Jeva's going to score, and we are tied. So Hughes gets the job done. Campanella with a nice throw, just slightly off target. So now there's one out. Base is empty. Drew Gami, the batter. So now we are tied at 1-1. Johnson comes set. Deals a strike. 0-1 the count to Gami, who struck out his first time up. Johnson tried going for a curveball there, but he can't get Gami to bite, and it was too low to be called a strike. So now 1-1 is the count. Johnson will miss with the fastball outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Drew Gami. Johnson comes set, deals, missing outside once again. So 3-1. Gami with a chance to do some damage. Johnson likely going fastball. No, he goes to the changeup. Gami swings right through it. So the count is now full. Johnson with some great control of his changeup. Really been able to lean back on it when he needs it the most. Gami turns on the fastball. This one high in the air. Should be playable. Campanella out in center field will make the grab. Gami just a tad bit under it. And now there's 2 away. So Owen Shale, the new batter for the Dukes, flew out to right his last time up back in the first inning. Johnson comes set, and Shale foul tips the first one back, and 0-1 is the count. Johnson comes set, deals. Chale pops this one up. Could be playable, and the catch will not be made in foul territory. It hit Lewinson's glove, and he couldn't come down with it, and Choi gets a gift as it's now 0-2. And he's got the opportunity to take advantage of this second chance given to him by Lewinson. He kind of dropped the glove and just turned it over. I don't know why you wouldn't just catch it more up in the air. He let it drop just a little bit more, not really sure why. The 0-2 on its way is a breaking ball that gets away from Johnson. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Johnson comes set, deals. Swung on and missed by Choi. So despite the dropped pop fly in foul territory, Johnson able to come back, strike out Choi, but the Dukes able to score. Austin Jeva with a double on a stolen base. Noah Hughes with the sacrifice fly. We head to the top of the 4th.
Leading off the 4th
Top
inning,
of the
number
4th
5,
inning,
Max
1-1 game. Noah Hughes back out for inning number 4. Faces Max Hetlett. Struck out swinging his first time up. Hughes was able to retire him in 3 pitches. Just for another quick at-bat. And he drops in a first pitch curveball for strike 1. That's exactly how you want to start it off. Hughes, 7 strikeouts so far through his first 3 innings of work. Hughes will go to the slider there. That's outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Hughes comes set. Deals strike 2 on a nice fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. One-two from Hughes is he gets Hetlett jammed. This one fielded cleanly but at second by Pazinski. Fires to first in time to retire the leadoff man. And now there's one away.
2, Nico Ruati.
So Nico Ruati, the new batter for the Hilltoppers. He struck out his first time. Hughes comes set. Ruati, did he go around? Yes, he did. Let's say he actually tipped it. So 0-1 the count. Hughes comes set. Ruati skies this one right side. Wazowski ranging over. Now it's Gami, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory. Almost to the line. Nice job by Drew Gami tracking that down.
Up next, number 25, Matthew Legalbo.
So now there's 2 away. Matthew Legalbo, the new batter. He also struck out his first time up. Hughes has been dominant so far, and he continues that, firing in strike number 1 to Legalbo. Hughes going to miss outside with the slider. Still one pitch that, from what I've seen, has been giving him the most trouble. It's just a lot of times he just can't get it to break enough in the zone, and he misses outside. Legalbo swings and misses, look really uncomfortable at that inside pitch. And now with 2 strikes, I'd almost go right back there, up and in with a heater, see if you can't get him. Hughes comes set, goes to the curveball outside, misses. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Hughes comes set, deals this one. It will be fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hughes gets the set, but Legalbo calls time, so do it again. Comes set, deals, spikes it in the dirt. So the count is now full. Glenbard West only with 3 base runners this entire game. Hughes comes set, the 3-2. Called strike 3. Legalbo thought it was ball 4. Second time that's happened. Strikeout number 8 for Hughes. 3 up, 3 down. Hughes retiring the side as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 game. Giorno, Lazowski, Reedy due up for the Dukes. You are watching York Sports Network. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 game. Marco Giorno, the leadoff batter for the Dukes. He singled to right field his last time off Henry Johnson. Johnson starts him off with a changeup that's going to miss. Low and away. So the 1-0 on its way. Right back to the changeup. This time it's a strike. So now the count will even out at 1-1. Johnson comes set. Giorno swings through that curveball. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Marco Giorno. Johnson comes set, deals. Called strike 3. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner, and Giorno caught looking. And he's down on strikes, and that's out number 1 for the Hilltoppers, and Ryan Lazowski, the new batter. Lazowski fouls the first one to the right side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike, the count. Johnson sets, deals, just a bit down low. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Johnson comes set. Lazowski, big swing and a miss. So now 1-2 is the count. Maybe got a piece of it and tipped it back. Not sure if it was that or if it bounced off home plate. Nonetheless, 1-2 the count with 1 out. Johnson comes set. This is up and away. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Johnson comes set, deals. Lazowski swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts for Johnson. And now Paul Reedy, the new batter.
Paul Reedy.
Swung on and missed by Reedy. First pitch change up from Johnson. Comes set, deals outside, so 1-1 the count. Johnson picks up the sign. Deals, nice breaking ball in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Paul Reedy. 1-2, 2 away. Swung on and missed. Reedy down on strikes for the second time today. And Johnson strikes out the side. So still a 1-1 game as we head to the top of the 5th. You are watching York Sports Network.
Inning number 38, Jack Seagraves.
Top of the 5th inning here. Scoreless 4th inning for both teams. Noah Hughes back out for inning number 5, and his first assignment will be Jack Seagraves. Seagraves 0 for 1. Hughes comes set, deals outside, ball 1. Got through the first 4 innings in under an hour. Quite impressive. Both these pitchers going pretty deep and pitching incredibly well. Gami ranging over, dives in, makes the catch. Unbelievable. Seagraves hit that one, and it was slicing towards the right field foul line, and Gami lays out and makes the grab.
Number 9.
Absolutely
Brian
sensational
Klahesi.
catch from Drew Gami. And there's 1 away as Seagraves is retired. Brian Klahesi, the new batter, struck out looking his last time up. Hughes comes set and deals down low. One ball, no strikes the count. Hughes fouls that up with a nice fastball in there for strike number one. Swung upstairs from Hughes. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Hughes comes set, deals. This one's fouled back into the netting. So now the count evens out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joey Lewinson on deck, and this one is swung on and missed. Tipped into the glove of Choi, I should say, and Classy down on strikes. And now Joey Lewinson, the new batter, and there's 2 outs. Hughes fires in strike 1 to Lewinson. Hughes now with 9 strikeouts through 4 2/3. Hughes comes set. This one tapped towards the Duke dugout, fouled away by Lewinson. So now no balls, 2 strikes, the count to Lewinson. Hughes looking for strikeout number 10. Hughes comes set. This one's going to be hit right at the Glenbard West dugout. Look out. Good thing there's the netting in between all the poles. Could have been really bad. Count remains 0-2. Hughes comes set. Lewinson flares this one, and this one will fall into left field for a base hit. Was just tapped by Lewinson off the end of the bat. Did not have a great sound.
Number 3, Joey Campanella.
Nonetheless, a good piece of 2-strike hitting, just kind of throwing your hands at it, and he got it to fall into shallow left. And now Lewinson stands on first with a base hit. Now Joey Campanella, the leadoff man, digs in for the 3rd time today. He's 1 for 1, was hit, and has a base hit. Really been giving huge trouble so far this game. Hughes comes set for one. Swung on and missed by Campanella. Good changeup from Hughes. Hughes comes set. Breaking ball outside, bounced in near the right-handed batter's box. So now 1-1 is the count. Hughes comes set and just misses, so now 2-1 is the count. Hughes fires back, goes for the pickoff. Attempt, can't get it. So the Hilltoppers have Lewinson on first as Hughes comes set. This one skied up in the air. Right side. Pazinski underneath, and he will make the catch. Hilltoppers strand a man as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Still your score. Dukes trying to break the tie with Pazinski, Fleming, Jeva due up.
Paszynski.
We're back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. Luke Paszynski to lead things off for the Dukes. 1-1, still your score. Henry Johnson back out there for Glenbard West. Paszynski going to foul the first pitch towards the road, so he's down 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Just misses, so the count evens out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson comes set. Going to miss low and away, so 2 balls, 1 strike is now the count. Two one. Paszynski fouls this one back, so now the count evens out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on its way is going to be outside, so the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two on its way, swung on and missed. Paszynski down on strikes. Now there's one away, and Josh Fleming, the new batter for the Dukes.
Number 12, Josh Fleming.
Fleming flew out to center field his last time up. First pitch on its way. Fleming with a big swing and a miss at a changeup low in the zone. Johnson comes set quickly. This time he bounces it into the left-handed batter's box, so the count's going to even out. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the inning. Johnson comes set. Fleming hits this one right at Johnson, and the throw will be in time to get him. We'll see if Johnson's okay. He quickly gets up. I think he hit it off the glove. He looks to be all good. I must have hit off the glove. Fleming hit that one really hard.
Number 4, Austin Jeva.
Austin Jeva, the new batter. So Johnson picks up out number 2. In a terrifying way. I mean, that one deflected, went right to Rhodey over at shortstop. First pitch in there. Strike 1 called for Jeva. That one looked quite outside. Jeva fouls next offering back, so the count now 0-2. Jeva doubled back in the 3rd inning. Eventually scored off the Noah Hughes sac fly, so that he scored the only run scored by this offense today. Johnson went back and tried throwing that one a little bit harder. It misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. He comes set. Swung on and missed. So Johnson retires the side. 1-2-3 inning. Another scoreless inning. We head to the top of the 6th, where Groshek, Shinohara, and Hetlett do up for the Hilltoppers. Welcome you back to the top of the sixth inning. Braden Grosick to lead things off here for the Hilltoppers. He was 1 for 2. Now Hughes back out there. Comes set. First pitch is just going to miss for a ball. He's been getting that call all day, so not exactly sure where that might have gone. No action in either team's bullpens. Hughes comes back and fires a strike. So now the count evens out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hughes comes set. Big swing and a miss from Grosick. Swung completely through a nice slider from Hughes. Started over the middle of the plate and broke inside. Grosick was early and over it. The 1-2 on its way. Upstairs, so 2-2 now the count. Hughes comes set. This one grounded to Pazinski. Fields it cleanly, fires to first in time, and the leadoff man is retired, and there is 1 away.
Number 4, Christian Shinohara.
So Christian Shinohara looks to be the answer for the Hilltoppers in the late innings of this one. There's not been a run scored since the bottom of the third when York tied the game. This one hit on the ground, fielded cleanly by Fleming. Steps up, fires to first in time to get Shinohara on the very first pitch. So now we have 2 away.
Up next, number 5.
And if you're Noah Hughes, that's exactly what you want. You want these quick at-bats that'll get you out of the inning. Just a matter of minutes, just a few minutes. I mean, especially when you're this late in the game, you're looking for innings that are, I'd say 12 pitches or less would be ideal. It's definitely not easy. But pitches like those will help you out. A nice curveball to start off the at-bat for a strike. Hetlet 0 for 2. Last time he grounded out to Pazinski. Hughes, another nice pitch. So Hetlet looks at 2 good ones. So 0-2 now the count. Both pitchers have had great command of that outside part of the zone. Hughes going to miss just a bit upstairs. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. 2 away, nobody on. Some action in the Duke's bullpen is TJ Silkaitis, but there's a swing and a miss. Another 1-2-3 inning from Hughes. Strikeout number 10 for Hughes, and we'll see if he goes out once again. But that's 6 great innings of 1-run ball from Noah Hughes. Dukes look to take the lead for the very first time today. They've got the top of the lineup coming up. Noah Hughes, Drew Gami, and Owen Shale.
Noah Hughes.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Noah Hughes to lead things off. 1-1 still your score. So great game from both pitchers. Henry Johnson still on the mound. First pitch to Noah Hughes is a ball, so 1-0 the count. Hughes 0 for 1 in today's affair. Did have a sacrifice fly, so he's got the lone RBI in the game. So there's a strike called, so 1-1 now the count. Glenbard West did not score their runoff an RBI, so Hughes, for both teams, the only RBI. He's going to ground that one. Ruggieri can't make the play sitting down. He's got an off day today along with Chris Danko. So now 1-2 the count. Hughes choked up. Johnson comes set. Breaking ball that breaks right down the middle, and that will catch Hughes looking. Great slider. Just completely freezes up Hughes. A beautiful pitch. But Drew Gami now the batter with one away. Dukes need something to get going offensively. Gami takes ball one. I mean, if you look back on the third one they scored, kind of got lucky. You had Jeva double, which was a really nice hit, but there as Gami, the big swing and a miss. So the count now 1-1. You had Johnson kind of fall asleep on the mound, so that was a big break for the Dukes as Jeva was able to get the third. And then Hughes with the sac fly. But other than that inning, with a really nice double, fortunate break, and then a sacrifice fly to finish it off, hasn't been that much offense. Gami's going to foul this one off the umpire's mask, so count will go to 2-2. Got Owen Chale on deck. Marco Giorno in the hole. Giorno, the only one in the first four hitters who has a hit. Got it back in the second inning. Gami awaits. Hits this one well, left field. This was going foul, but this could hang in the air. The dive is not in time. Just a bit too early. So the catch will not be made. Gami's staying alive. Johnson comes set. Called strike 3. That one looked quite outside. Generous call to Johnson, and now there's 2 away. He got the first 2 batters looking. Now Owen Chale struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 2 today. Looks to start a little 2-out rally. Takes ball 1. Johnson comes set. Chale sends this one. The foul ball. It's heading towards St. Charles. No thud. I don't think it hit a car, which is always a good sign. 1-1 the count. Chale hits this one well, but it should be playable for Campanella in center field. And he's there, and he makes the catch. So a 1-2-3 6th inning for Henry Johnson as we head to the 7th here in Elmhurst. Noah Hughes heading back out to the mound.
Inning number
We're in
2.
for the top of the 7th. Nico Ruodi to lead things off. Noah Hughes back on the mound for the Dukes. He's going into inning number 7. Tight 1-1 game. Ruodi 0 for 2. Hughes will start it off with strike number 1. You really don't want to take either guy out. They've been pitching so well, and they've been taking advantage of the outside pitches that this umpire is calling, as Ruodi swings through a slider from Hughes. So now 0-2 the count. You kind of want to leave him in. See how far they can go. The 0-2 on its way. Oh, a slider that just it's going to miss. It's got to be low. There's no way that wasn't out. There's no way that can be called outside. I mean, that was right there. The 0-2 once again. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 11 for Noah Hughes. Gets Ruodi looking.
Number 25, Matthew
Legalbo, the new hitter. Legalbo struck out looking his last time up. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 Ks. He's going to hit this one slowly up the middle. Pazinski there, fields it cleanly. Strong throw, first base, and a first pitch out. And now there's 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Now Jack Seagraves, the new batter, 0 for 2 as well.
Number 38, Jack Seagraves.
Hughes with the easier part of the lineup. He just had to face 5, 6, 7. This is a perfect opportunity for him to get some quick outs. Comes set. This one's chopped. First pitch. Fleming sits back. Now comes up. Strong throw. First base in time. Noah Hughes, 1, 2, 3 inning. Makes quick work. And we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-1 your score.
Giorno.
Marco Giorno to lead things off here for the Dukes in the bottom of the 7th inning with Henry Johnson still on the mound. First pitch is going to be inside to Giorno. So 1 ball, no strikes. Johnson will miss, so now 2-0 the count. Giorno takes a big swing, fouls it back, so now the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Johnson comes set, deals. Giorno with a big swing and a miss. Swings through that off-speed pitch. Now the count evens out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chris Danko Benzillo throwing in the Duke's bullpen. Giorno swing and a miss at an inside pitch. The throw down to first is clean, and Giorno down on strikes.
Up to bat, number 9, Ryan Lizowski.
So now Ryan Lizowski, first baseman, going to step in. There's one away. Johnson comes set. The first pitch to Lizowski, checks his swing. Johnson can't field it cleanly, gets up and throws it high, and Lizowski, he probably would have beat out the throw anyways. And now the winning run is on first base.
Number 21, Paul.
That will bring up Paul Reedy. And what should have been out number 2 is now the winning run on first base. Johnson just did not field that cleanly. Now there's going to be a mound visit. I'm going to talk about a few things. We'll step away here. 1-1 your score. Bottom of the 7th inning. 1 out. Man on first base. Ryan Lizowski did his job, and now Coach Kalal will bring in Nick Fisher to be the pinch runner. Fisher, usually the courtesy runner for the catchers and pitchers, the fastest on the team. So definitely look for him to get himself in the scoring position. You have to be careful with Johnson on the mound. Reedy with a big swing and a miss at the first offering. Slightly elevated fastball. It's now 0-1 the count. Johnson just going to miss. So now 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And this one's going to bounce away from the catcher. Fisher on his way to second. No throw. He slides in to second base, and now Fisher in scoring position. And Paul Reedy with a 2-1 count. Big shift towards the left side. Reedy just plops it into right field. That should win the game for the Dukes. Reedy fouls it off the pole straight back. So now the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reedy choked up. Comes set. This one's going to miss outside. The count is now full. We have some drama here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Johnson comes set. Reedy fouls this one back, and he stays alive. Really working this at-bat. The Glenbard West coach calling his guys in. Got to assume this will be Johnson's last batter. Johnson comes set. Ball 4. Reedy draws the walk. And now we have runners on first and second base with just 1 out. And there will likely be a pitching change here. So we'll step away. Henry Johnson's day is done. Men on first and second with 1 out. Dukes with a chance to win. You're watching here on York Sports Network.
At the plate for the Dukes, number 23, Luke Pazinski.
We are back here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Luke Pazinski to lead things off for the Dukes. Or not lead things off. Come in. First batter. That will be seen by Joey Orzula, the new pitcher. As Henry Johnson's day is done as the first pitch. Nearly getting away from the catcher Hetlett. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. Fisher on second. Reedy on first. Orzula comes set. Just going to miss, so 2-0 is now the count to Pazinski. Pazinski's 0-2. Over 2 with 2 strikeouts. And the Dukes have Josh Fleming on deck. Pazinski looks, takes it now 3-0 the count. It's probably a take here. Orzula comes set. Pazinski takes a strike. The inside part of the plate. So now they count 3 balls, 1 strike. Still looking for the best pitch Orzula has to offer. Pazinski takes one right down the middle, so now the count is full. Strikeout would be probably the worst case scenario here for the Dukes. Orzula comes set. Low and away, ball 4. Pazinski draws the walk, so the bases are loaded.
Now batting, number 12, Josh Fleming.
And now Josh Fleming steps in. Infield comes in. Fleming with the chance to play the hero. Orzula comes set. This is low and away. So 1-0 the count to Fleming. Fleming awaits the 1-0. This one's in there for a strike, so now the count evens out 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded, 1-1 game. Bottom of the 7th inning. Fleming awaits, takes it upstairs. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one is the count. Fleming hits this one on the ground, and it gets through. The Dukes walk it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Josh Fleming takes care of business as the Dukes win it at a final score of 2-1. Josh Fleming walking it off, and that will do it. Henry Johnson takes the loss, allowing 2 runs, striking out 12, giving up 2 hits, walking 2. Orzula giving up the hit to Fleming. Noah Hughes pitching all 7 innings, striking out 10, walking nobody. 3 hits on 1 run. And the Dukes come out on top in a pitcher's duel that ends in a Josh Fleming walk-off RBI. 2-1 your final. We thank you for watching. I've been Connor Choi with York Sports Network. We will see you tomorrow at 4:30 when the Dukes take on Glenbard West for the final game of this series. Good night.